Hello everyone, this is my first ever LEGO Dreamzzz set to be built and reviewed. It is Matteo and Z-Blob, the robot, and it probably doesn't look like what you expected it to look like, but that's because this is a set that comes with options. It has 237 pieces in total. I built it live over on my Twitch channel. Be sure to follow me over there if you want to see some chill live just building of Lego and other plastic related things, and to hang out with a cool community. I paid $20 US for this, and we'll talk about price and value later on. So you get the two minifigures, there's a side build for it, and you get the robot, which again, doesn't look like this in most of the box art and everything. If I show you this, that's what you're expecting to see right there. That's what you're expecting to see for a head, for a face. But one of the nice things about the Dreamzzz sets is that each one gives you at least two major options for how to kit out the thing that you've built. And I've just put on one of the options here. It's technically the second in the instruction manual. Extra parts are included beyond just what you beyond just the main build. So there are two different ways you can do it. Actually, the other way is the way that they show you on the instructions. I personally got this mostly because I was interested in the limbs, just personally, like outside of content creation, outside of doing videos, any of that kind of stuff, learning about the theme. I just thought that, oops, accidentally knocked the backpack off there, which is easily removable, obviously. But I thought that these parts looked really cool. I wanted to see them in person with that's not a new piece right there, the macaroni, but with the trans bright green. I love trans bright green. And these are new pieces, I believe, new for 2023 here, right? The rounded, ratcheted parts that let you, I don't know, it just gives you a different shape there and probably gives you slightly different range of motion in some context. This actually has good range of motion because you've got the rotation here, so you can move the joint around and kind of change its shape, even though it doesn't bend at the knee. It shifts at the knee, it morphs at the knee, and then you have the ball joint down at the base, which is a pretty strong one. And ultimately, you can kind of pick a pose for this and just put it on the ground, and it'll stay. It doesn't really matter much how you've set this up. If I am playing with this a lot, if I'm a kid and I have it, it's all weird and crazy, and I want it to now stand, I'm just like, okay, stand. It's standing. That's important to me personally. I think that that's one of the most important things for humanoid things, for standing things, for things that have legs, that they be able to stand after messing around with them, after posing them. This has relatively small footprints for the feet themselves, but they're big enough and it's easy enough to get this into a usable pose. And you've got the waist articulation here, which feels a little bit loose, but it's not too bad. Great articulation up the arms as well, where you can use rotation at the wrist and just above the elbow in addition. So you weren't able to do that down here, but you don't really need to because you have the ball joint down below. But yeah, there's some good stuff here. It does overall feel a little bit loose with that waist, but nothing's gonna fall apart other than if you're rough with this add-on option jetpack here. I'll show you the other option as well. That's a sticker right there, sticker on one side, sticker on the other side. Lots of this glorious, glorious trans bright green, and there's the head that you're looking for. That's Z-Blob actual. I really like that mask and the fact that you get to build it up and then put it on, There you go. And that is a print, and it can also rotate around, and you can also easily remove it. And it's just attached to a little Technic thing there. It's all, it's all pretty cozy. It all fits together pretty nicely. The whole thing feels pretty purpose built. Even the hands, small as they are, simple as they are, they're good. Nice shaping there, it feels strong enough. You got, in this version, there's the shooter over here, which is useful, but you still have use of the hand itself. And they've got the connection points. So accessories, large built accessories, can be just attached in there, so they don't slip out easily. Lots of good stuff going on with this so far. Let me change out some things to show you the other build option. There, that's probably more like what you saw on the box art, right? So this has a few little side builds that aren't that useful. I mean, this is just a thing. I don't know if actually represents anything in particular other than just a drop of blob or possibly a traffic cone marker kind of thing. And then this is a target for target practice for honing your skills. This is an extra magazine of blob energy stuff that goes with the gun. And then zooming into the gun itself, it's a little bit skinny right there, but you see how it takes advantage of one of the Technic connection points, the one right there in the palm. So it's nice and securely attached, and it's able to, that's right. It's attached this way. So it's not able to rotate. My bad. Forgot about that. But you are able to get a good attachment of fingers around there. So it looks like it's being held pretty decently well. I guess the thumb, not entirely, but it's pretty close. You got the sight up there as well. And then, just the blast coming out. And also on the shoulder, you get the shoulder cannon. And the idea is that the shoulder cannon can be manned, right? So Matteo could go up there and sit in this spot, or it could just be unmanned, because I think that it works just fine. I think it works fine and looks fine like this. And with the joints, the two joints that you can rotate here, you can start to bring this across and do something that I personally find to be important on mechs. Also, similar to being able to just stand, being able to shoot across or at least point across the body. Now, you can easily cheat on this because you can just rotate at the waist to be able to even shoot behind yourself. But most importantly, just being able to shoot across, it doesn't go all the way, it doesn't angle all the way, but it comes pretty close. So I feel like you're able to get many of the poses that would be desirable with this, with or without a weapon. And again, that system is working pretty well. And when you build this here, even with the extra little side builds, you still have parts left over, as you do with the other build. So no matter what, you're left with some extra stuff that you can then do your own custom stuff with, a little bit of customization if you want. The other side builds that persist no matter which option you build for Z-Blob are a bed, a very, very simple bed, and then this thing here that will capture you in your sleep and give you the nightmares. So the idea here is somebody can sleep like so, and then you get captured by this, and it looks suspiciously like a mimic at that point. But yeah, you get the printed eyepieces, which can be changed around a little bit, and then you can just adjust the angles here. I think angling it up like that is probably a good thing. A little bit of crab action, and these are just a couple of claws that come across the top. And yeah, you can actually bring those back as well, and that's it. The minifigures are a dream world version of Matteo, and then a real world version of Jaden over here. Lots of prints, new prints, dual molded legs here. To a casual observer, this looks like just a splotch of green, probably from, you would think, from Z-Blob, since Z-Blob is blobby and kind of jelly-like. You would think that that's what's going on here, but it's actually a representation of what Matteo's vitiligo looks like when he's in the dream world. And it just has a patch of lighter colored hair, which, yeah, it doesn't come across that way with the choice of colors here. This comes across very well, on the other hand. His pencil that he has imagined into a melee weapon, that works out pretty well. The transformation there, nice Keat orange color for the lightsaber blade or bar, and also the hilt. And the bright green color is nice for the utility belt. Again, dual molded legs here. Some nice stuff going on with this. Good, well done prints. The unicorn print here is also very nice. It's jammies, but I could easily see that just representing a plain sweater, for customization and use on other figures. Got the sleeping face there. The idea is that this character has braces or a retainer on, so it's just the wires. Unfortunately, they don't go all the way around, but when you put the hair on, it comes close enough. So I think overall these things work out. And this is, of course, a brand new hair design. There's only a small number of true spare pieces in this, not including the option part things, but there's a large percentage of the newer parts represented here with the prints and the colored parts. And then over here for the sticker sheet, you can see the stickers that are officially used. And then like with Ninjago Prime Empire, they include a bunch of extras that you can use however you want, wherever you want, whenever you want. Again, I paid $20 US for this. It's 21 euros, strangely, 19 pounds UK. That's not quite even, is it? $25 Canadian, which translates to about $19 US. But the general range, like $20 US, feels fine. In 2023, feels fine for this amount of stuff, especially considering there's other stuff also, the side builds and a few extra pieces left over. The value, the amount of stuff for the price that you pay, I think feels good. You've got some nice bits in here with new prints and new colors, the dual molded large splat burst thing, good play value, generally good design. The things that I don't like about this are very, very small, and there's nothing that would cause me to recommend against the set or even really recommend caution. If you like what you see, I think that you get a good value with this, which just really feels good to me in general. This is how I want to feel about a general market Lego set here. So good stuff. And then for folks who are more advanced, who are not in the target age range and demographic for this set, folks who are looking for like parts and interesting builds and stuff, there's some good stuff to get here. Again, at a reasonable price, I think, for the amount of plastic that's included. So there you go. A pretty positive one for me. And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to help support the channel and the stuff that I do, if you see something that you're interested in purchasing, please consider using one of my affiliate links in the video description. No pressure whatsoever, though. Just could potentially help a little bit with the extreme cost of all the Lego sets that I buy to review here. But thank you for your time regardless, and I'll talk to you again soon.